Hello, welcome back to Yield Today. Wow, we have been doing some good stuff. I uploaded a couple interviews last week, and today I am in my new apartment. So it's kind of wild how that happened. I didn't all of a sudden make a ton of money. My parents chipped in, and there was an opportunity that came up, and so they hopped on it. And so I'm super glad they did, because living in a really nice apartment, just me, myself, and I, and it's super crazy, it's super nice. Talk really quickly about vulnerability, and then hopefully you check out the interview up on Thursday that's coming, and anything else in the show notes that you are interested in. And I just hope the rest of your day goes well. But a couple days ago I jumped on for an interview, and the guy could quickly tell that I was a little bit out of it. And so he's like, we're going to make this a little bit of a coaching call. And at the time I was kind of like relenting. I was like, no man, we just gotta do the interview, man, gotta do the interview. But he was super nice, super discerning, and I think that's a very, very valuable trait that I certainly want in like my future wife and anybody else in my life that I want to help me out, is like that they can like see that stuff, that they're not going to just jump in and be like, okay, blah blah blah. Because there's been so many guests. Okay, there haven't been that many. There's been a couple times where a guest just wants to get with it, and it's like, I don't know, I want to know how you're doing, and I want to like actually talk to you, you know, like going along with the Gen 4 episode, like I want to connect with you, I want to talk with you, because this could be the last time we talk, period, you know, you just never know. So it was good to talk with that guy though. It was good to be vulnerable with him, to share like, hey, I just recently moved out, and even though I love the independence, I'm still trying to figure out some stuff, because it's not like things automatically magically happened. Like, I had a job interview this week, sure, but I didn't get the job, you know? So like, it's all gonna take progress, it's gonna take practice. And I think of like, wherever I am in the next year, no matter how grand or whatever it is, I will still have vulnerable moments. I'll have moments where something hits really deeply, or something just hurts, or something like, I let somebody like, something that somebody does, and I let it like hit or something, like how could you do that, whatever. And it's important to acknowledge those moments and not throw them under the rug. Just be like, okay, I see you're feeling this way, now let's try to understand like why you're feeling this way, and let's move forward. You know, I was talking with this guy, and he's like, hey, like, you know, sounds like you've applied for a bunch of jobs in the last couple months, but sounds like your process maybe isn't that great, you know, and that's okay. You can work on that. You can talk with that. And it's cool, because like, this is a good place to start, you know, when I have an interview with that guy down the road. You know, he appears on podcasts that have, you know, a lot more downloads than mine, and I think, I don't know, it was interesting. Just a really humbling experience, and just reminded me of the need to acknowledge the needs in the room. You know, if you walk into a room and it's clear like a child is having a rough time or something, we're not going to brush those needs under the rug. And you know, same thing of like, if I'm really excited, I get home and I'm married at that point, you know, and I'm having a really great day, my future wife isn't having a super great day, you know, like, I want to talk to her about it. I want to understand where she's coming from. I don't want to, you know, just be super uppity, you know, I want to understand where she's at. So I think it's important to have these moments, and to recognize that these moments will still happen. Even if you're having a super great time, you're feeling really good. Like, I was sort of thinking when I moved out that all of a sudden, like, things would magically happen. Things have not magically happened. I'm still me, you know, and it's cool that I am moving on in my life, and I'm growing, and I'm changing, and there's these clear, super clear things happening. And it's like, okay, we're definitely getting somewhere, but even still, it's going to take time. And I'm recording this in my studio, my new studio, so check it out on YouTube if you'd like to check out the new studio. I have been getting better at uploading on the podcast YouTube channel. It's getting closer to 100 subscribers, not quite there yet. It's just a process. It's just like anything else. And I'm just thankful to be here, you know, to be on this road, to be on this path. And it's an interesting path, and I don't know, right now the goal will be fun to listen to this in the future. Right now the goal is like get a job at like UPS or someplace where I can just listen to audiobooks all day long and drive around, and then come home and build stuff, because that works for me. It doesn't really seem like I'm going to be getting any kind of like marketing job anytime soon, so I don't know. But it's important to be vulnerable, to share how you're feeling in these moments, to not hide them under the rug, because it allows so much more connection and beautiful things to take place. So we'll just leave it at that. Remember to yield to the good, and it'll be a better tomorrow.